Hi, it's Elkie Head. I'm making a video or a few today. It's May 26th, or I'm sorry, 29th, 2026. And I just wanted to call this video or talk about Siskiyou County, my home county, and childhood. And I'm here in Northern California, been here all my life. Fourth generation from my father's side, and Native American Karuk woman. My grandma and all of her family, they've been there from the time began. So anyway, I just want to give a kind of a quick idea. See if you guys can get or men, women, whoever you are, whoever actually watches this, can you get the aura of what I'm trying to give you when I talk about what I'm going to talk about? Or they're just descriptive words, and how my aura and my memory, I want you to kind of absorb what I'm trying to get to you. Do you think this could happen? Let's see. So, we're going to go back. I was born in 1977, so in the 1980s. And we're going to clear it all the way to maybe 1990. So let's think of mountain ranges everywhere. For miles and miles, mountain ranges. Rivers, the Klamath River, the Salmon River, the Scott River, Shasta River. Let's think of swimming holes and the deepest, greenest swimming holes. Some with sand, some with boulders. We'll think of Clear Creek, Dillon Creek. We'll think of South Fork, Elk Creek. Let's think of the ranch that I got to be on all the time because my dad was friends with the man that owned a ranch. And we kept all of our horses there. My dad had almost 30 head at one point. And the garden, and there was a vegetable garden, and rows of carrots or rows of radishes or tomato plants or vines or trellises of green beans or green peas. Flowers from the yard to grandma's yard to wildflowers and picking them in the spring. Chickens, 30 head of chickens, all clucking in the backyard, collecting the eggs and not cleaning out the roosts. And I would have to wash the eggs, but I sold them to the lady down the street. Gold panning. My grandma gold panned. She back in after the '64 flood, she would find nuggets right on the bedrock. Grandma's house. Grandma's house. Getting to spend the night with grandma. Pancakes in the morning. And I would say, Grandma, would you make me a dog? And she would make it, drizzle it into the pan, the best shape of a dog she could, and I'd eat it. And then the next one, Pepsi Cola. She called it Pepsi Cola. And she would always have one or two in the refrigerator for me to drink. Homemade jerky. She would either make beef jerky and or venison if she had it. Playing up in her dresses and her scarves and her costume jewelry. Back when she was younger, she must have really did it up. Curlers, curling the roll-up curlers in your hair, and the scarf that would go around it, and wear that all night long and sleep on it, hurt your head. Pink lipstick and rouge. And then back at home at night, getting ready for bed, watching the Cosby Show, and it would get over at 9. That was bedtime. In the mornings or in the afternoons after school, watching Andy Griffith reruns or Gomer Pyle, and trips to Oregon, right over the border, 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away, to a small town for the best pizza. It was so good. Sauerkraut pizza. Sauerkraut and kielbasa. The best pizza ever. And then I think of my dad. He was a hunter, and he loved to cook. And deer mounts on the wall. He was a hunter. Anyway, those are just some quick things to think about. And I don't know if anybody has ever had too much of a childhood that was so outdoorsy or country. But that was a simple, good childhood. The kind that you just got this small little town and you can roam up and down the street as a child, and truly I was the only child. I had older sisters, but they were half sisters that were way older than me. So 12 and 10 years older, and they were doing their thing, and I'm just this little pain in the butt. But yeah, I spent most of my time just playing alone, and a few neighborhood kids here and there that would move into the on the street that I lived on Buckhorn. But other than that, that's just a simple life in Northern California for a girl that lives out in the country or in the backwoods or in very rural forest land. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you and see if anybody kind of could relate to that. And the truth is sometimes when people get so scared of the future on how it has been going for the past decade and has grown to some pretty fierce stuff, especially with AI watching, then this is how people like me, who has been attacked, want to go back and think about reflecting on how we can maintain getting people back to the simple stuff and not headhunting for the realism of trying to get ahead. So we're going to go back to the reality of, and I'm trying. And information that is given is information that is supposed to help, not to reflect on competition or hate or disgust, or the future is going to be different. And I'm not really sure what that entails if we can't really think about the sweet things in life. So, and that means all the good things. And there's always going to be somebody who fails, and we're not going to attack that. We're not going to attack an it anymore. It won't happen anymore. So anyway, have a good day.